Zahoor Hassan. Zahoor Hassan is the former Vice Chancellor of LUMS Management Sciences and also former President of AMDISA. In fact, also he was my former teacher and lecturer at LUMS. So happy to see you here in Colombo.
It's a pleasure to be here.
Okay, so Professor Zahoor, now tell me about your association with LUMS. I know it's long, not for LUMS, but with AMDISA. So can you say something about AMDISA and your association with them?
Yeah, I've been associated with AMDISA now almost 15 years. And AMDISA is a body which has played a key role in bringing not only the institutions that deal in management education in South Asia together, but also bringing people together and academics together. So AMDISA over the years has been engaged in a few key activities. One activity is a conference called South Asian Management Forum, which is held every other year, and this year is Colombo after year. And this conference again brings academics that are working in different areas of management together. They share ideas and leads to some research collaboration that has in the past been helpful in developing new ideas and learning from each other. And there's also an opportunity for the deans and directors of the business schools to be together and engage with each other. So that's one activity. The other key activity is faculty development. We have been holding workshops. Again, the first visit that I had to Colombo was in connection with the faculty development workshop. This was 90 or 91.
Okay.
And this was supported by SIDA and SIDA and it was Canadian International Agency jointly with AMDISA. And we had professors from Canada who were here. And I still very fondly remember some of the people that I met. So it was my introduction to Sri Lanka and also the opportunity to meet many academics. So that's one other area. Then we have been also engaged in AMDISA in promoting research, specifically on issues which are relevant to South Asia. We have been holding research forums, research workshops, and with the help of Commonwealth, we had a program which I think was there for almost 10 years, where we are helping people who were either in the process of completing the PhD or had just completed PhD to do research studies across South Asian countries. And many people benefit from that, including one of my PhD students who is now a faculty member at LUMS. So he did part of his research in India, supported through that. And I think the current director of PIN also benefited from that. So that has again led to more research work related to the issues and challenges of which we face in South Asia. The other important dimension of AMDISA's mission is to help improve the quality of management education, and if you improve the quality of management education, you improve the quality of management, and that's how you impact the not only businesses but also public sector and all sorts of organizations. And in this regard, AMDISA, with help from European Union, set up a South Asian quality assurance system called SACS. And I had the benefit of and the opportunity to be part of the core team which worked on developing this system. And now many institutions have gone through this, including LUMS and other institutions in India. I know institutions in Bangladesh are going through that process. So through this process, the SACS process, the institution gets several benefits. One key benefit is that they get a framework that they can use to assess where they stand and how they can improve research. And once they go into the process, they also are assigned a mentor. A mentor is a senior faculty member who's been a dean or director of some institution and understands the accreditation process. So this mentor is there to guide the institution to navigate through this process.
So this accreditation can be for a university which has been accredited to some other system?
Okay, no, this is a South Asian accreditation. So some of these universities may have been accredited at the national level.
Right.
So national accreditation systems, at least in South Asia, are not very strong.
Right.
So when you think about going for SACS, you are now getting to the next level. So once you have gone through the South Asian accreditation system, maybe then in the future you can aim for getting SDSB or the global accreditation. Okay, so this is a path that you can follow. So in that sense, also AMDISA has played a key role in bringing this culture of quality, continuous improvement, and highlighting the issues. And this mentor system is very useful because you are getting access to an experienced person who has seen different institutions, and you benefit from others' learning. Like I have been a mentor to an institution in India, SLRI, I am currently mentoring IB at Dhaka, and I also learn when I go to mentor, and they can also benefit from your experience. So this has been another dimension. So in many ways, and the third dimension, or another dimension which AMDISA has to follow, or what it's now trying to emphasize, is to also engage the corporate sector.
Okay.
So now the plans are there to set up an accreditation system for corporate training centers.
So this is something new?
Something which will be again, and we are again looking at support from the European Union because they have a system there which will try to adopt and modify.
Okay. Now I'm going to ask the next question about our team, South Asian Management Forum 2015 on sustainability and management. Any quick thoughts on that?
I think, as we know, many of these things which are currently being debated under the theme of sustainability have been there all along. But I think now there are some frameworks, there are certain ways in which you can start assessing and tracking how well you are doing. So in this respect, this forum has really highlighted some of those areas and given all the participants an opportunity to reflect on what they are doing and what they could be doing. So in that sense, I think it has led to some very good discussion. At least I picked up a couple of ideas that we can use at LUMS. So that's the whole idea.
The next question is more kind of personal in nature. Now, I am a LUMS MBA and I'm very proud of being part of that. But now when I come to Sri Lanka or to other part of South Asia, that kind of real identity of LUMS is not really known. Now, I want you to comment on business model or the concept of LUMS as a South Asian
Thank you. Thank you for asking that question. You see, institutions take time to mature and to build. So LUMS is about 30 years old roughly. I mean, we got the charter in 84, started LUMS in 86. And I think we have covered a lot of ground and matured in that process. Along the way, LUMS has moved from being just a business school to being a university. So if, and when you do that, then sometimes the emphasis on the original school may not have been as much as if we had not started in this school. But business school now, I think with almost 50 faculty members, 41 PhDs, being ranked 8 in Asia in terms of research output, I mean scholarly work. So we are there now. And we have now undergraduate program and a PhD program. And, our faculty is now really geared up to, we have reached the scale. So in the next few years, you will hear more about LUMS. The other issue which LUMS in general, in particular in Pakistan in general, have faced is that people have not been that willing to travel to Pakistan for our security issue, which I think people in Sri Lanka can relate to that.
Particularly at this team goal and then...
Yeah, we had that issue. Okay, so that puts a major, you see, sort of hurdle in terms of what you can do. So we are now trying to address that issue. We have been attracting foreign students, but it's become difficult to attract. And now we are again trying to restart that process. I mean, you were there because we are aggressively coming here to recruit. So now we will try to do that. And our executive education is another way through which we have been reaching out. And we did a program in Sri Lanka many years ago. But in my view, it's about time that we should again come here and partner with the local institutions and those programs. We have done a lot of work with international organizations like USAID, SIDA, and Commonwealth. And that has been another vehicle through which we were able to bring in people from many countries of the world to LUMS to experience what we have been able to accomplish. So some of these things are going to happen now, but I agree with you that LUMS is in many ways still an undiscovered and underappreciated institution.
Like Pakistan.
Yeah, I mean, and some of these issues are linked with Pakistan. But I was very pleasantly surprised to find out that there's a direct link between Colombo and Lahore. So now you can go to Lahore in 3.5 hours. So I hope that we'll be able to leverage this new connectivity to have more closer interactions.
Now, then we'll also, my next question, the last question is also linked to that. Now, of course, we know, a lot of people know that LUMS is established as a university in Pakistan enhance the business education and other education. Also, we had also yesterday IIM Bangalore and PI in Colombo, but we don't see that that culture of achievement and premier branding is they don't among themselves collaborate, or it's not trickling down to other.
Okay, you see, like we have now a research collaboration with IIM Bangalore.
Okay.
We have been doing a joint research conference with them for the last 3 years. So the first conference was held in Pakistan, the next one was in Bangalore, and I think then we added an institution from Malaysia this year. This is University of Science Malaysia in Penang. This year the conference is there. So we are interested. LUMS has student exchange programs with many universities, including ISB in Hyderabad, IIM Bangalore, and Copenhagen Business School. We have Peking University, Tsinghua University again in China, Seoul National University. So leading business schools. So far we don't have any such linkage here in Sri Lanka, but that again could be seen can happen in the future. But the first thing that I think the leading business schools have to do is to start collaborating maybe in 2 or 3 activities. One key area is research. You can have faculty work jointly on various research issues which are of common interest. The second is we all have this challenge of developing young faculty. So we could jointly put together programs with faculty from different countries, institutions can come together. And of course, accreditation also brings people together. So when you have SAC's accreditation system, you will have peer reviewers from multiple countries visiting. So when you go in as a peer reviewer, you get to understand that institution and develop those linkages also. So I think very recently, 3 or 4 people from Sri Lanka have also been selected as peer reviewers. So now they'll be visiting other institutions, and that way they will be engaged with those institutions. So there's a lot of possibility. I think Sri Lanka is a very dynamic place. But
I want to ask that as question, last question, additional question.
Sure, go ahead.
Question. What are your impression? I think you came to Sri Lanka after a long time.
I've come here after quite a while.
Other countries, but so give some impressions about.
I think the infrastructure is much better. I've been impressed with how the city is organized. It has improved significantly. Last time when I was here, you could see the impact of security situation everywhere. So now everything is relaxed. So I think it's a much more welcoming place. People are very nice and pleasant. So I think that has always been a strength of Sri Lanka. I think Sri Lanka needs to now move forward and leverage its strengths. And many things will become possible if, rather than only focusing on Europe and developed world, Sri Lanka also tries to attract people from the region as a holiday and a tourist destination. This would be my suggestion. I think a lot of people from Pakistan will find Sri Lanka a very welcoming place for a holiday. So I think that's something which could be leveraged.
So thank you very much.
You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome.